Kickin' It with Gregory McMillan. www.kickinitwithgregorymcmillan.us.
For Black History Month, we have a very special episode for you. It's part entertainment and part history lesson. We also have a way for you to get involved. We kick it with Mrs. Vickilyn Reynolds, star of stage and screen. She's won numerous awards for her talent, and she's here today to talk to us about Academy Award-winning actress Hattie McMillan.
Hey, I'm so glad you could make it.
Oh, I'm so glad to be here.
Thank you for coming and kicking it with me.
Oh, yes. All right.
Thank you so much for coming over today and hanging with me and telling us about Hattie. Are you excited about the show?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Tell us a little bit about it. Tell us how you came to do the show about Hattie.
Well, first of all, my brother was Ron Richardson, and he was the Tony Award winner for the play Big River. He played Jim in Big River. And he passed away in '95, but before he passed away, he said, "Vickilyn, you should do the story of Hattie McDaniel." I was like, get out of here. Then I was on the set of Polly, and a friend of mine, Larry Riley, who has also passed away, he was in A Soldier Story. He was the guitar player, singing person in A Soldier Story. And we were on the set, and he said, "Vickilyn, come here, sit down. If nobody approaches you with the idea, nobody talks to you about it, then you do it yourself. But you do the Hattie McDaniel story." So after they both passed away, I started thinking, maybe they had something. And then I started doing research on her, and I fell in love with her. I didn't realize how much of an activist and just a strong woman, determined,
What were some of the causes she fought for? What was some of the things that were really dear and important to her?
Well, for one, the most important to this day for all of us is that she went all the way to the Supreme Court with 250 other contestants to have the deeds change, housing deeds change, and that for Jews, Chinese, and African Americans to be able to buy a home.
Wow.
Yeah.
And prior to her being involved in that cause, this wasn't something that was
no,
available
it
to
was
people
in the
Los
deed.
Angeles.
It was in the deed that they would not sell to Chinese, African Americans, and Jews.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
We'd have to take a look at a couple of those old deeds and see that.
Yeah.
I'll have to see if I can find some and provide that for you. You had some reservations about portraying Hattie and doing her story, you said at first.
Because it was a personal issue. I didn't realize that I had such a great dose of self-hatred. Being a dark-skinned, heavy-set African American, I've had run-ins like in the South and up north about before Black and Proud, and it was kind of rough. While doing research on Hattie, she made me become very proud of myself.
That's wonderful. That's something a lot of people need. A lot of us need to hear that story often. And so thank you so much for bringing Hattie to us and letting us know that about her.
Yeah.
It's really important.
Yeah.
And I think it's important for a lot of people to see it. So we want everybody to come out and support, especially young people. I think it's really important that young people get a sense of their heritage, young African American kids, and see the importance, the part that people of color have played in the past, and how important that is. And I think as a part of Black History Month, it's really nice that we get to sit down with you and hear this about Hattie and hear what she's done and hear the connection you've made to her that you're bringing to us in this wonderful show, because it is a truly incredible show, and I hope that everyone will get to see it.
Yes,
when is the show running? Tell us about
it's
it.
running. It's at Stage 5299 West Washington Boulevard in Los Angeles, and it opens March 4th, and it runs for 3 weekends: the 4th, 5th, 6th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. There are 2 shows on Saturday, 3 and 8, 2 shows on Sunday, 3 and 7, and 8 o'clock on Fridays.
So what inspired you when you wrote the songs for Hattie? Because it's just awe-inspiring for me because they're such incredible songs, and I was with you when you were, and talking to you when you were going through that process, and it was so dynamic when I finally got to hear them, and it was all together that you had brought all that forward. That was really dynamic.
Thank you. It was really funny, even with the whole project. It was in the middle of the night, I would wake up and have to go get a tape recorder and put melodies down, or just a line of lyrics, you know. It was an awesome process, something that, you know, I found to connect within myself that I didn't even realize that was there, you know.
Nice.
But it's a funny thing, ever since I've written it, I'm trying to write a song because I want to do a CD of just music myself, and I can't get that. It's something about it. I can't get that inspiration.
Really?
It won't come.
That's interesting. Maybe Hattie's spirit is like saying, focus on me now.
Exactly.
You later, Vickilyn. So tell us about what you're going to make for us today that represents Hattie. What is it? It's
Hattie's icebox cake. It's delicious, it's rich, it's decadent, it really is.
What's in it?
Walnuts. Let me see. You know, it's like a fluffy cheesecake kind of thing. It is pecans.
Okay.
Yes, it is pecans.
Okay, pecans.
Yes.
Good, because that's what we have.
But it's delicious.
Good. I'm looking forward to it. And how did Hattie come up with her recipe for this? Or
Now that I can't tell you.
oh,
I mean, I did when I started to write this. I laid down her in her grave and talked to her for about an hour and a half.
wow.
And of course, she didn't talk to me like I'm talking to you, but I would ask her certain questions, and I would get a certain feeling, a vibration or something. It's very hard for me to explain, but after I finished asking her all my questions and I was about to go, I felt like she, you know, gave me the okay, you know, to go and do it.
That's beautiful. Okay, well, let's get started on that cake.
Okay, all right.